Welcome to the Post 2 frequency system, user, Canis Ru. Please enter action into prompt. Play audio file, recording 4.wave. Playing audio file now.
Hello listeners, and welcome to ASU Student Radio. I've found that if I just abbreviate the title, it's a lot easier to say. So, after last week's broadcast, I need to apologize. Many things went wrong during that broadcast, and it was not up to the quality that I want to present to this show with. Although this show will never be of high quality, I at least want it to be enjoyable for the listeners. So you have my apologies for what happened with the sound last time and the somewhat unprofessional ending it had. I make no such promises that the sound won't show up again, but I will be more professional in my outro this time. So I do need to explain what that sound was. In this MPS tower, along with it being a force watch tower and a weird radio station hub, it holds the main system for the Post 2 frequency for rangers in Auraria to connect with other rangers in the area and out in the rest of the state. It sends audio and text files over radio systems to other post towers. It's kind of like a private system for everyone to send and receive messages and info revolving around our work, I guess you could say. And my mic, along with my camera, they sometimes pick up the frequencies that are being sent and received by the Post 2 system. That's what that sound was. And that's why I can't promise that the sound won't show up again, because I can't just shut off the Post 2 system when broadcasting or taking video. So, sorry for any discomfort those sounds may eventually cause you. So, yeah, hopefully that clears the sound issue up a bit. Admittedly, I would edit it out if I knew how, but I'm not very good with these audio editing programs so far. If Timothy were here, he possibly could do it, but he's not, so c'est la vie. Speaking of Timothy, he said that he enjoyed my retelling of the Tachimog story, but he said that it lacked suspense. Well, I'm sorry, but I just think that it's very hard to translate fear and suspense over radio. And it's not like the story's even supposed to be that scary. But for you, Timothy, I will attempt at making this week's chosen topic a bit more thrilling. And this topic is about another ghost town of a much different type in Georgia, the town under Lake Lanier. If you live in Georgia, most people know Lake Lanier as the touristy and well-to-do rich area of northernish Georgia, like people rent out mini mansions on Lake Lanier and go jet skiing while drunk. You know, southern rich folk stuff. I can't relate, but that sort of stuff is only done at the southernmost side of the lake. Most don't dare venture past that area due to its history, and it is quite a scary one. The bottom of this lake plays home to many things, like fish and snakes, but also an entire town, just left at the bottom of the lake undisturbed, and multiple graveyards, not including the 27 unreclaimed drowning victim bodies that were dragged under the lake. Lake Lanier, despite its beauty and liveliness during the spring season, is said to be haunted, and that the haunting is what causes all these inexplicable drownings in the area. On average, about 11 people die in this lake per year, with many other bodies becoming unreclaimable due to some reason. To explain why there is a town under Lake Lanier, well, Lake Lanier is a man-made lake. In the 1950s, the United States government displaced more than 250 families who owned parts of the valley farmland that Lake Lanier sits upon now. So, many families were uprooted and their livelihoods were destroyed. And if that wasn't enough, these families were forced to dig up all the graveyards in the town and had to find new places to bury every single one of their loved ones. But they didn't finish in time. So there are still full graveyards under this lake. Headstones, bodies, and all. You can even find the pavement and house foundations where the town was under the water. But that, with the multitude of dead bodies left under the lake, many think that the lake is haunted, and that's the reason for the many drownings, that the ghosts are dragging people under. Locals have even described feeling stiff hands and arms hitting their legs while swimming in the lake. It is unknown how many dead bodies are in this lake, considering the 27 drowning victims and the multitude of old graves. We may never know. All I can say is, don't go drunk jet skiing in the haunted lake, or you may get dragged under. Now, I've never really had a bad experience with Lake Lanier. It flows up into Lumpkin County, so I've been on the water a few times in a boat to get water samples and to accompany my father while he goes fishing. I don't particularly like water and I can't swim, but the lake from the top view isn't very scary. But I guess I wouldn't recommend going diving or you may find something you regret. Well, that's about all I know about the haunting of Lake Lanier. And I'm getting pretty close to my cutoff time. So I guess right now would be a good time to stop. I hope you all have a good week and that you stay safe, despite everything that's happening. This is Tawny Jackson, signing off. Have a good night, and thanks for listening.
Action, play audio file, recording 4.wave has been completed. Please enter next action into prompt. End session. Ending session now. Thank you for using the post 2 frequency system, user, Canis Rue. Have a good day.